All right. So I did some off screen work and doing the body and stuff like that. And I came up on a problem. And just want to give y'all some insight with what to do on what to do when y'all come up with that kind of problem. So quick second, I gotta handle something. All righty then, y'all. So let's get into it and stuff like that. So I had a concern earlier that my truck would have, I think I scaled my truck too big. So, what do you do when you have that problem? What do you do when you have that problem? Uh First things first, get your references. So what I mean by references, is uh find something of equal size to scale off of. So what I mean by scale, I mean something equal to uh what you're working on. And now that I have the right, I'm just discard, tagging some people so they know what's going on. Uh so what do I mean by, uh all right, we're done with that. So what I mean by my reference is, now I've already did a small change. I'm glad I'm doing this change now before I do it later, because later I'm gonna have the UV and all that mapped out, and it's gonna really make things a much more of a headache than what it is right now. So easy to fix now. I just have to touch the frame up and move everything else in. Uh if I go here and I look at my W9 over here, you see that my W9 from the SCS model, they're about right there at the same size. What I noticed before is that this hood was way too long, way too big, and I didn't want to break the scale of things. So just looking at it from under there, and even though it kind of looked like it's not even, yes and no, because if you look back here at the back section by the window, this window starts a hell of a lot sooner than this one. So I have to kind of get it to around that scale. Now, if I move everything back over here, you'll see everything lines up pretty evenly, you know, and this is just the body of an SCS W9. So if I move it back, yeah, it was way too big on the model. So now you see damn near everything's even. So that's what I mean by checking your reference points and stuff like that. Always check your reference point before you know, pursue forward. Now, granted that this is the studio version of it, and I got a studio version of mine in the works, but that's neither here or there. So now that we got that up, what do? Well, we got all this other stuff, and we didn't put all this stuff in there, and it's either one or two things: either scale it before it gets too far, or start over. And I don't know about you, but John Design Models is not an easy thing to separate. So I just choose to start over again. So what I'm gonna do is take this, and I only need the front section of it, and I want to scale it back. I don't want to scale it, I just want to move it. Before I move it though, let's hide my accessory section. I need this right here. I think this airbag. I wish I could hide the body, and I didn't separate it. Oh no. So I just want this section right here. And let's see. I don't want to move too far. I want to stay right around in there, should do the trick. Now, even though that did break our, that moved up, so we don't want that to move up. Redo. So now I want to turn this on. I want to grab front, control, go over here. Nope. Now control, front wheel. Then I want to move it. Turn the snap off. I mean, I could leave the snap on and snap it right where I need it to be. So that's about perfect. And just to check my work, so that frame is a little too far. So the frame still took too far up, but so what we finna do? I need to select that, and I need to select this, and I need to select that in the frame, and I want to bring that up. Let's turn snapping off. Now, I want to take this, move it back. You know, I don't want that too far out there. Now, that's what happens when you get models, and you're gonna have to scale it. Sometimes you're gonna have to scale a lot of things. It's just part of the game. Just remember that the goal is not to rush the product, it's to finish the product. There's a lot of products that's out that's not finished. The goal is to finish the product. Now I'm more comfortable with my W9. Now, the parts that came with this truck, 9 times out of 10, I probably won't use. Then again, I probably will. It's just how I want to work with these things. So now I'm just gonna hide all these white parts of the wheels. I don't like them. Oh, come back here. And I leave the shadow because, OCD kind of kicks in, and I don't want to overdo no, I don't want to move it. I want to hide it. So now we just need to realign our grills and stuff like that. Now I've changed my selection around to help me out. I even brought in one of my trailers that I've been working on, my Dunan, and which is going to get a complete overhaul just to make sure everything aligns on it like I want it to, just to make sure. Now we could bring back this, and I don't want to say I'm ready to work. All right, so let's get into the grits of what's going on right now. So I have done a lot of the body work, a lot of the leg work already. I'm gonna redo these rivets. I just wanted to do them how it is now to kind of get, scope of getting rid of all the major parts. So if I turn down my accessories, I still only got a few more parts to do. Oh, I got to do the brake chambers. That's going to be fun because that's multi-piece. So when you're working on brand new models, you're gonna have to work with scaling a lot just to get it, to par, and me, see, nobody's gonna be really looking at this inside. The model was unfinished, but if I didn't flip this normal, then this would have been a problem. And you see, it still is a problem. So I'm gonna have to rebake it, but I'll rebake it after I put the grill and all that stuff together. So when I'm talking about scaling, again, let's bring in the SCS W9, and they're really right on the par now. Now that I've fixed the hood and stuff like that. And again, I'm gonna rebake the hood and stuff like that so I can have that well off. But while I'm at it, I've already set up the chassis, different chassis variations, different chassis paints and stuff like that. So we got these hoses that we got to finish. We got the airbag we got to finish. And we have these tank holders with no tanks. So that's weird. Pretty much what happens when you buy a model. That's, part of the game. So what I'm gonna do before I do anything is I want to get these airbags out the way, and I want to take these airbags. We're gonna go into view from the left, going there. If I can hit the right button, edit mode, there we go. My X-ray is on, and I want to select all of this, and I want to separate by selection. So now my airbags are separated. Now my airbags are separated. I can come back here and select front airbags, Control J, join them together. And then I don't know why he got this as skin. I don't know why, not my problem. That's how people ship out their models. And we're gonna create a new material, and we're gonna call this, well, I don't have to create a new material. I got an airbag texture in here already. And what I want to do, add vertex colors to active, and then I want to unwrap these. So I'm press U, Smart UV Project. Get out of edit mode, change this to UV 0. And scale these to my liking. Scale them to my liking. Airbags out the way. So that's clean. Smooth butters. And now I'm looking at these, and I don't know where this hose goes to. Maybe I can flip it. I'm thinking it's an air tank that was coming back here. So we have to find the rest of these pieces. But because I did the airbag, I want to go over here. It's the default part, so we're good with that. I didn't change the name. That way I know what I've touched already. And we're going to change the name to piece 18 underscore 18. Piece 18. That way I know I've worked on it already, and I'm not working over myself. B chambers. Bro. Alrighty, sorry about that, children. Part of the game. So now, these hoses up here, we need to separate. So what I'm gonna do is gonna help me out. Control S, Control S cursor to select it. And I'm gonna move these over here. Now, normally I tell you never move them like this, but there's a reason why I'm moving like this so I can see what I'm separating. Without the truck being too much in the way. So we gotta get a nice view. All right, back again. All right. So I need to select these. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move them in object view above the truck. That way I can see them better. Trust me, when I'm ready to put them back, I just press Control A. Oh no. Shift, not that one. Shift S, selection the cursor, and then put them right back. So we're all right. So we're just selecting face. So we're gonna select face and separate the three. Now I wish I could rotate these. Control L. So we got the top section. And now we're gonna separate this by P selection. And it has this new origin as well. So no need to freak out. Everything gets a new origin. And I want to take those. And that gets new. tab, come out of edit mode. Tab, come out of edit mode. And now we need to select the middle section. That's a section of its own. Now they all got selections of their own. They got their own coloring and everything like that. So now, what I want to do, now that I have everything selected and separated, I might separate this fitting. And we're gonna highlight everything that we separated. And we're gonna move Shift S, selection the cursor, and where'd it go? Move everything back. Okay. Now, separate this hose. I like this hose. And Control J. Put those together. And we're gonna get to them in a minute. But right now, we're not. We're gonna get to these right here. And we're gonna try to knock all this out. Now I want to bake these, but they're gonna probably come out pretty much pitch black. So, and I was gonna do gold caps again, but I'm not. I'm gonna do black caps. So let's do this. Oh, oh my. So I need to go to every one of them. Select. So we're gonna make that like a red cap. Now finding a way under here. I could have done this while I was out, you know, too, but it's just a little extra thing that I want to do. So L. So L. Make sure all the loops are selected. Then I'll press separate. Make sure we got everything. All right, we're ready to go. So what I want to do now is I'm not for the bake. I'm not baking these. I don't want them to be baked because I want them to have the color that I want. And then most of them is going to be, you know, solid black or anything like that. So we're gonna put this brake chamber black 1. Okay, and now I want to take these caps, select them all, go over here, press U, Smart UV project, and then I'm gonna scale them out of that circle a little bit. Just a little bit. You finish scaling them afterwards. Call it UV 0. Then we're going to take, then we're going to go to OCLU. Then we need the Nmap. This is why I'm not baking it, because it's going to be a solid steel. All these need to be 0 because that's the one we're working off of. Let me press Control S. The Blender is acting a little laggy right now, but it has a lot of polygons rendering, so. And then we're going to go to Share Pro Textures, Metals. Now what I'm going to do is Control C. It saves a little bit of time of going through all my folders, trying to find everything. And then I'm gonna go to the Nmap. And I already have these selected because I scaled them out. Then I'm gonna go to Brush Reflection. That's steel. And I'm gonna put this about 250. And then I'm gonna take the Fresnel out of this, take the Fresnel out of that. We might bump it up, we might not. We got the brush reflection, so we're good. Turn this down just a hair, not by much. And then, you know, we got a beautiful cap for the brake chamber. So now, what I do now, I got my rings and I got this part. So this part, I can name them. I can go to brake chamber. Duplicate it. You don't want them the same. That's 2 pieces. A lot of polygons that will be fused together. Then I will unwrap them. Smart UV project. Scale it out. And then I'm gonna go here. Now everything is repetition. Everything is repetition. You know, get into the habit of repeating yourself over and over and over. And you will be able to mod in Blender with these. Turn my office lights off because this light is bright. All right, so now we got the back side of the brake chamber. Why is my mouse all over the place? So what I want to do now, this fitting will be a different color. Pretty much like the brake chamber. It'll be pretty much like the brake chamber. So what we're gonna do is this. X-ray mode on. Control L. Control L. And that's where we're separating that. And we want to take brake chamber again, duplicate it for 3. Smart UV project. Press enter. Press A. I can scale it like from here. because I'm so used to this. And once you get used to it, you'll be doing the same thing. I could make that a gold fitting. You know what? I think I am. So I want to take this. Since I already duplicated it, I'm gonna press gold fitting. And instead of I always make sure that these is on. Now this smart UV project. Enter. B brake chamber housing. And I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna play with this. And what we're gonna do is diff back. Wait. TSN map to active 0 0 0. Now what I want to do is, like I said, I got textures for days. I want aluminum, and I go back here, B, share, go textures, metals, and I want this one. And then I go back in here. I'm gonna use the brush steel. And now I'm gonna take my material. I want it brushed 250. I could have put no Fresno, but where's the fun in that? Get a little bit more. Gold rings. Before I do that, duplicate it. And I want to scale the second one. So I will be over here. soft reflection, just a soft reflection. And that will be scale on the 0. To 500. You don't need too much environment in there. Brake chamber's done, except for this one. And then we're gonna call this one new texture. Red cap. 01. No, 01. Not -1. Smart UV. Really don't need to scale it out because it's gonna be a solid red texture. Hell, I even got solid red textures. Diff spec, no Fresnel. Brush reflection. $500. And that's how you get as close as you can to a brake chamber as possible. So now, what I want to do, I want to go here, take the decimator off because we see the face count. And I'm going to save each one of them by piece count. So piece 19. So we're done with we're pretty much wrapping up on this frame, you know, where we can start getting into the nice stuff that y'all like. The accessories. Take off this piece underscore 21. Piece underscore 22. Piece underscore 23. And piece underscore 24. So I just go here and just now the shocks. It's pointless to bake the shot because they're gonna either be black or you might want red or whatever. What you want to get into is I want a sticker on it. Okay, you want a sticker on it. This is what you have to do. So now let's duplicate these shots. All right, we're gonna hide this one. We're gonna work on this one. Stocks is a good decimate count. We're gonna go ahead and name this piece while we at it. We've got 25 and take the color off. Add shocks. Now I could bake it, but bake it if you're gonna add a color to it. Shocks base. And I'm not adding no color to it. I don't want a color to it. Black shocks, you know, my truck right now has Gabriel's. So I'm gonna unwrap these completely. Now, I'm add a solid color. Just a popping Fresno. Then you go from there. All right, we got some shots. Now, let's go back to what the other one I was gonna be doing it for. Now, this one, technically, you can get rid of the top piece, Control L, and get rid of the bottom piece, Control L. Oh, I don't want to do that side. I want just top piece. And I want to delete vertices. Now, let's try to regular unwrap them. It seems trash. So what do I do? Now I want to get as close as I can. Project from view. Nope. Unwrap. Let me get spot on. Project from view. Unwrap. Project from view. We're gonna drop those down. We're gonna flip to the other side. Project from view. Now, before I put them in a circle, I know I got some shot colors. Let's see if I can find some shots. Old Faithful, they ain't never let me down. Google. Gabriel. Shots. Logo. Gabriel. Shots. Now I'm gonna go How the hell I put? So we got gable shots. Now we're gonna open up my handy dandy. Open. And I want to get the big one. Control C. So in 512 by 512. And then I want to make a new layer. Control V, keep canvas size. Try to scale it in a diagonal pattern. And kind of set it in the middle. Deselect, delete the background layer. File, save as. Now I want to find my truck folder. Blender Modi. Blender work. W900 share textures. I'm putting the textures. I'm gonna put it as a TGA. Name it Gabriel. One. Now, before I do that, I'm gonna add a normal to it. Now I might not use it, but just to have it, I love it. Press OK. Go back to here, save as underscore normal. And we're done there. Now I can come here, take this off. Shocked sticker. Now I want to change this into a div spec. We can have that. The active. Find that. Before we write the TLBJ, we got to do some things first. If I set that, we can't use the end map. Turn it into a decal. So, what do I mean by turning it into a decal? I'm gonna show you. And then we're gonna put up Gabriel. See, it's trying to show. But we're gonna show you how to make it slap onto that one without. So you'll have to change the color and you'll change the sticker as well too. So I want to get this scale. And then I want to rotate it. Let's scale it again. Scale it again. And I'm gonna take this part and move it down. Now, oh, but it's stuff, I got you. I know what you're talking about. We should just keep scaling this a little bit more. Move this down. If you overhang, bring it back. Well, I'm not gonna say bring it back, just kind of make sure it don't clip to show the other one. Because once it duplicate, it'll show the other one. So now, what I'm gonna do, get the extra out. I'm gonna choose decal. I'm gonna check over. There's an over A. That's the sticker. Now we got to trim it. And well, we don't necessarily need to trim it. We just need to go back here. And I need to open up under modding, under works, truck, share, vehicle, share, textures. And I need to open up Gabriel in, right? And zoom in here. Get my magic eraser. A little bit too much, so we gotta, trim it. Save it. Now I just come here. Oh, go back. Hit the TLBJ. Select those to make sure you don't pick it up on the other side. And there you have your stickers. Got your stickers. You have to do that to each and every one of them. Rotate by 45. No, rotate by -90. Then we're gonna scale it. I'll leave the sticker on the back side. Now we got gable shocks. So I could turn this into piece underscore 26. Get ready to decimate. Now we have to now this is something that I hate when it happens. So in the midst of separating, it separates two of the airbags. That's all right though. Selection. So J and problem solved. Now I need to go back. We need to start working on the end game of these shots. So I need to separate this, separate that by selection. That's gonna be a black steel some type. And we can just use the brake chambers. Duplicate it and call it black steel. Zero one. Control J. There we go. Now, I bet y'all wonder why I did this. Because on a real AT wheeler, that's not steel. It's like aluminum. It's like a shaft for the airbag to go up and down on. We're gonna make it this one right here. Metal housing. I could just make it chrome. I got one better. So it is aluminum. It's aluminum. Let me play with set the UV. I wish there was an easier way to do this, but it's not. Balloon shaft. And then I'm gonna make it a diff spec add in V. 0 vehicle share. And we getting on down through there, y'all. We getting on down through there. Been a long time coming just on this frame alone. God. Okay, what's this? I'm probably gonna take that out because I don't know where the hell that's coming from. Oh crap. I didn't never bake this one. I can hide that one, but I want to find where them tanks is at. Peace underscore 29. And then I want to take this, find my black texture, duplicate it. Control S. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with most of the work. I just got to find these tanks. I mean, I could just make some new ones, but if I pay for a model, the model should be coming with it. We are done. With that. And I'm pleased to say it's looking pretty promising. It's looking pretty promising. Not an SCS model. These rivets I literally did by hand. What I mean by hand, I actually put them on there one for one, using a lot of techniques, array, mirror, you know, subdivision surface modifiers to make it more curved, get that curve pop. So let's go hunting. We need to find this tank. Import OBJs, parts, sun visors, mud guards, rear sides. That's stupid stuff, right? Cap base. Honestly, I don't even think dude got that on here. So we can start with one of y'all favorite parts, accessories. Now I don't want to export that down because I still got to go out and do a little cleaning up of the nature and stuff like that. But I definitely could start with this grill. Now, I have put a lot of bumpers on trucks, and I still have a lot of bumpers. So what are we going to do now is I like working with a full house. And what I mean by a full house is this grill was made for this truck. I'm gonna use a subdivision surface modifier to smooth it out, because you still see the little sharp edges. So let me see if a subdivision surface modifier is gonna smooth it out at a price, but let's see. Hey, appreciate it, Willie, man. I appreciate it, man. I got a lot of new stuff coming, man. I got so many different models. So many different models, man. It's some other people jumped in here earlier, but they jumped out. So yeah, I definitely appreciate it, man. I definitely do appreciate it. The bump mapping, I got an extension for paint.net. And paint.net, one of my friends sent me that extension over. If I could dig it out, I could send it to you. But I use paint.net, and there's an extension that I use the bump maps for anything I do need to do bump maps. But other than that, like these rivets, that's not bump map. That's actual rivets that I had to go in and make, model, and stuff like that. So I actually do a lot of different things now. I'm going beyond modding and getting into modeling, stuff like that. So this is a model I bought from John Design, and it's a great model. Needs some touches. So I've been doing a lot of touches to this thing for the past couple of days. I've also got a 389 model from them that I'm working on, and you know, it's actually looking very promising getting these trucks out. I appreciate you for stopping by. I try to stream at least every day, because you know, I not only mod these things, you know, do the truck stuff, I actually drive the trucks, you know, in real time. So, you know, when I'm not driving, I'm doing this and stuff like that. So I appreciate you stopping by. I'm trying to keep my YouTube channel. Yeah, man, like when I get, you know, so zoned in on one screen, because I'm using dual screens, I get so zoned in on one screen, somebody telling me, look to the left, look to the left, look to the left. And I look to the left, like, oh, snap. So I'm like, I'll be trying to answer anybody that comes in. Any questions you got, you know, I'll be happy to answer them, help you out if you're looking to get into your own modeling endeavors. I learned from HFG. HFG has been a, you know, blessing to all modders and modelers alike that wanted to mod in Blender. I've done it in Zmod and Blender, and I can tell you by personal experience, Blender is the way to go. You know, once you learn the converter pix wrapper, the import and export output of it, you know, it actually is a wonders to use. I've been doing Blender for about a year now, and I learned from HFG. Shout out to Jeff. And you know, I wouldn't be this far without him, you know, just to be honest, you know. So I've always, you know, very, very humble for the people who taught me. Shout out to my boy G Code and Roughneck. They showed me how to do lights, and pretty much my lights come up to where, you know, let me see if I can get this come up. Come here. Pretty much I get lights to where, you know, with the standard flares of the game, to, you know, pop on however a person wants. So just to show you a brief showing, that's my lighting that I've done. I think, what truck is this? My no, is that my Peterbilt? No, that's John's truck. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's John's truck. My truck lighting, That's my truck's lighting. You know, the lights, the flares. I've set it all up thanks to Roughneck and Cheat Code showing me how to get lights done with the light masking and stuff, which I have went over. Oh man, I appreciate you for watching, man. Like I said, uh, this YouTube channel is more going to be educational. I do other gaming and stuff like that, but more educational for ATS modding and stuff like that. Anything that I've learned, I'm trying to get on this channel. So, you know, hey, feel free to subscribe. Anytime this channel comes up, it's probably going to be something of educational purpose or just. It's a big project. It's a big project. Anytime I take, and I have so many projects that I've taken on over the years. I think I've been in Blender for 2 years, and I can literally tell you, like, this is my Peterbilt project, and this was my baby. Like, this truck here was gifted to me. The whole truck, it was already together, but it was falling apart. What I mean by falling apart, it was he gave it back to me in 134. So this truck was very well outdated, and I put the truck back together, and I think 146, 145 crashed it pretty bad. So I'm like, you know what? Let's redo the whole truck. It's however much time you want to put in it. I mean, really, to start a model from scratch, it will take you a couple months. It will take you a couple months from the depth, from the you know, just depth work alone is, you know, maybe a week. Doing the model, getting the model together, texturing it, baking it, you know, adding the accessories, adding the nose, the shadows. Then we go in the interior. Then that interior is a whole job of its own. Then you go into the animations. That's a job of its own. So about a couple of months, you know, you know, really dedicated to it, and you really get to it every day. A couple of months, you know, and you can have your own truck from model to mod to end game within a couple of months. So that one was already in game. So that one was already done. This is my trailer that I'm doing. That one's already in game. My Dunans. You know, I've been working on that one for God, a good lengthy spell. Literally, what happens with me is when I get so frustrated because I can't figure it out, I stop. Won't even touch it no more. Go to another project until I let my mind just figure it out. And then when my mind say, "Hey, try this," okay, we go back. We go try this, and it works, and we can proceed forward with the project. So that's why my Dunan took me about 1.5 years to be finish that project. Appreciate you. Like I said, it's easy, but it's more attentive. So what I mean by attentive, you have to give your attention and your time to figuring things out, making things work, getting things on the right page, you know, putting things from here, putting things there, you know, and stuff like that. You know, I have literally over 60 games in my Steam. So I like to spread myself out, give myself plenty of time to take breaks from Blender, because getting frustrated, you'll mess up quick. And trust me, I have a truck still that I've messed up because I got so frustrated I couldn't figure things out. So never get frustrated. Always take your time. You get frustrated, walk away, take a breather, you know, let your mind think. Give your brain some time to think. Blender is very, very complex. And you give your brain some time to think, and they'll say, "Hey, try this." Go back and try it. If it works, it works. If it don't, give your brain some more time to think. Now I need, yes, with wheels. So the wheels, I imported it from the game, and this what gave me the problem to where my hood was too big. I had to scale that a minute ago. The wheels, I have put the nose on the wheels for the wheels already, so I can get the wheels in the game, so they know where to go, where to line up at. The wheel animations is probably with the game already. You would have to put it in your yes, Blender is very, very, very complex. you would have to put it in your animation files, your PMA, your PIMs, then your depth, and then it'll tell you where, okay, this is a wheel, that's a wheel, this is a steering wheel. All that had to be animated. So once you animate that, you don't have to animate the wheels. I haven't started with the animation of the interior or start working on interior. My interior, this is my shop. I actually added a shop for Blender that doesn't even export out. So, give me a good feel for when I'm working and stuff like that. I'm spending a lot of time in here. I want to be a little homey, but when I got to do a lot of selecting, I just hide it. But my interior is, right here with this model. And I still have to go in and crack it open and get to it. But I also have another interior that I'm planning with the truck. And this is the reason why I want to buy it. So I'm out with this truck. I'm gonna have this dash and an old school dash. And I've been having this model for about a year and a half now. God, hey, you do anything with this? I'm done. He getting out of it. I'm like, man, I probably could do something with it. Why you getting out? I ask him questions. He's like, man, you want it or not? I'm like, man, yeah, don't give it to me. So he gave me the other model. So, just the interior alone will be another job on its own. I still have to come in here and edit this, because this is my mid-roof variant. And, with SCS, they have a variant system. I'll probably chop it from like right around in here, make it a flat top with the interior. And see, by John Design, I got the model from him. But I'm not doing that right now. What I'm gonna do is turn off my mid-roof. I love my mid-roof. I had to add it. That's another reason why I wanted this model, because I had been having this one for, it went on my last couple W9s or SCSs. I can turn the mid-roof off, turn the stand-up on. Oh, I'm glad I turned the mid-roof, the stand-up back on, because I still need to make a shadow box for the mid-roof. But yeah, I'll be trying to make more educational videos as much as possible. Any questions that you have, feel free to ask me. Why did this move? Let's go find out why this moved. I know why that moved. I know exactly why it moved. The old Blender version, I wasn't in the Blender at that time. I was more in the Z modeler during the old versions of Blender. Blender was just so much of a complicated situation. I didn't even want to touch it. So that's what happened with Blender for me. I came in around this version, which is 2.93, and they got the newer versions out that I use, but I use that for strictly modeling. But I know why this is. I have to rebake it, which is cool. I'd rather rebake one part than the whole damn truck. Okay, I got two versions of Blender, a Steam version and a downloaded version from Blender. This is where I do all of my modeling. I try to do all of my modeling in here, but in my Phantom Chrome shop. I actually have a bumper, a headache rack. I got stacks. Actually, I'm glad I opened this because I need to take this bumper, copy the object, bring it over here to my paste. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Go in collection, then paste. Then I'm gonna select that. And then I literally I get into so much stuff. I mean, I want to learn much as I possibly can with Blender. So that's why I'm just, you know, I do modeling. I'm actually made this bumper for Peterbilt. So it's just, you get crazy on the things that you learn when it comes to Blender. You know, CG Cookie, CG Essentials, definitely a big help on learning Blender. And we're gonna rotate it again, 180. And then I'm gonna just come over here. And then I'm gonna move this selection cursor. And then I'm gonna go to the side. No, I'm gonna scale it first. Let's scale it. Yeah, I've on my own, I make my own shop so I can have, make stuff there and just let my mind play and go between the rapture, and then I just bring it to my project. Bring that in, and that bumper is about ready to go. Let's bring this back. Scale. No, not scale. I need to add some bolts here, and then a mud flap. That ain't gonna be too hard. I made a drop visor, and I don't know what I did with it. I don't know where I did with that drop visor. Now, John has a lot of stuff. Actually, these top cab lights that came with this truck, I bought this from him a long time ago. So I already have this light. That was my idea for that light, but I mean, utilize it to where he see fit. And then I am going to buy material. Collection. I don't want that. Not right now. So now, since I scaled the truck before I scaled the parts, what I do now is it's a very complex model. It's very, very complex. That's why off camera. Okay, let me see if I can scale this. There we go. Off cam, I did a lot of separation so I can get the model back right. And now that I got the model back right, I can start working. But see, this is not lining up. So what I'm gonna do, this side is lined up, but that side not lined up. So I'm gonna take this. Which side is lined up? Okay, it doesn't matter. Separate selection. And then I'm gonna hide these two. Hell, I even might use some air filters now I think about it. Let me go get my air filters. Import OBJ. Parts. Where are they at? I even made these air filters that I made for a Peterbilt. Now I don't have my bolts on there, but then I'm a subdivision surface modifier. It is smoothed it in and out. Oh, that looks great. Shade smooth. Now that looks real great. So we can leave that alone. Actually, we can hide that for right now. I know it's there, so I'm cool. So what I would do, since these two was lining up, I'm just gonna take this part and I'm gonna add a Control A. No, yes, Control A. Apply all transforms. Yeah. All that's gonna be like these pipes, they just there. They just placeholders for when I be baking. It throws the shadow on there, but it's gonna have different pipes because those pipes is not even. I have to do so much to those pipes. So I apply transforms and shift control selection world origin, cursor to world origin, and then I'm gonna apply all transforms, and now I'm gonna mirror it. Mirror right on the money. And now I'm gonna go to this one. Control A, apply all transforms. Then I'm gonna mirror this too. So whatever I do to this side, it's gonna happen to the other side. I could take this chromo off. And now I can really get into this. So just for a temporary holder, let's put my chrome shader on. So you can see what we're going to be working with. I use this as a gauge. Now, this won't be my permanent texture that's going on, but it's more like a gauge. And this gauge is to basically show me what I'm working with. You know, we're going to come back to this one, and we're going to gauge this one too. And this one, we're going to put the chrome on, just so I can see what I'm working with when it comes to the steps. Now I'm gonna bake them and everything like that, but before I do that, I need to go here and play with these tanks. And I need to, oh God, let's go to a piece count. Decimate. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. 44,000, 44,000. $44,000. The game Blender and the game does not like anything over 60,000. I'm not sure 65 or 62. I'm not trying to find out. I know it happened to me several times, but I know for sure if anything over is something as a value over 60,000. So I try to stay under 60,000. Anything over 60,000, I have to break it down, make a sound, turn it around, and all that other stuff. So I'm gonna separate this by material because it's a model and it has 3 materials. So first we're gonna separate by material. Material first. Then I can look at the tank. Now let's look at the tank. Oh, the tank is separated. Hit dice. And I can put this. No. It's not facing the wrong side. What it is, because when I bought the model, he had it set up to render. When you set anything up to render, here's a render option right here. Then it shows. And I guess he was using the other option. But since that material that he made was made for the rendering, it's not going to show in the value port. But if I go to the solid object, everything is on the right side. And to check and make sure, and I'm glad you brought that up, to check and make sure if everything's on the right side, go to face, right here, this arrow, go to face orientation. And you can see everything that's on the right side that's facing out is blue, and everything that's facing inside is red. So these are facing the wrong way, but I have to break these down because they are just so, it's connected to this pipe in here, and I have to break that down. And I'm glad I turned this on because my glass is facing the wrong way. So I'm gonna get to that shortly. That's how you could tell if things are facing the right way or the wrong way. And let's say, okay, I got something to face the wrong way. Go here, face geometry, and I'm in the tank. Let's say this is red. Oh man, this is something not right. This is red. This is gonna be facing outside. When I bake it, it's gonna show as black or clear. None of the time it's gonna show as clear because it's gonna be inside. All you gotta do is select the red part, press Control L, and you want to select by normal. So you're gonna select anything that connects to that that's gonna be red. You're gonna select. Then you're gonna press Alt N, and then you're gonna press flip. So that's how you do that. You flip the normal. Alt N is in Nancy, and it's gonna say flip. Select flip, and it's gonna face it back blue. Let's try it with something else. Let's try it with my glass. All that's facing the wrong way. I'm gonna select it all, press Alt N, flip. Now it's the right way. This one. Select them all, Alt N, flip. This one. Alt N, flip. So all that's flipped now. So I can get out of face orientation mode. We'll go back to the texture preview. Checking the facing is basically as simple as right here in my mouse. Is there something I can put on to show my mouse? But my mouse right here by the north of the arrows of the rotation port. This arrow next to these 2 circles, it's an arrow. Scroll down, face orientation. And that's how you would check your faces. That's how you would check your faces. You will get it a lot, and it will happen a lot if you're buying models or looking and getting a model, and you get a model like, and you check the facing. First thing you'll do is check the facing. That way you'll know if everything's right, everything's wrong, or some got some mishaps here, mishaps there. You can go correct it. Then check the scaling. So now with this truck, I brought in the SDS of W900, and I checked the scale, and my truck was a little too big, so I had to scale it. No, it was a little too small. I'm sorry. It's a little too small, so I scaled it. And that's why all these parts are not scaled to par right now. So I can hide this. We don't need it because I already scaled it. So with these tanks, we're just gonna apply the chrome. Just check where we at. Is that chrome? Yes, that is that chrome. So just to check where we at. And I'm checking where we at to see what I'm gonna do. Now this, I can make, oh, that part of the hoses? Yes, it is. So now, I don't want this to be part of the hoses. I mean, it's nice and it's cool and all, but I want to be a part of the hoses. So I'm going to turn on X-ray mode, select the bottom half of this, press Control L. Click by UV, make sure all of them is highlighted. No, it's not. And then I'm trying to get like right around. Let me just go from the back. I just want, oh, I don't want the hose. Control L. And then I'm gonna separate. P for separate. Now I'm separating by selection because these hoses gonna be a whole different color. So now we just finding out what we're gonna work with. Now, the reason why I move this to the side, don't sweat it, because of the origin. I moved it in object mode. All I gotta do is press Control S, selection to cursor. My cursor's at the word origin. Slap it right back in place. So I moved it so I can work. So I want all of these. Control L, come over here. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Control L. Now let's get a wraparound view. So now that guard is now separated. That guard is now separated with just selection. So now I can flip these with ease. Let's hide this real quick. And let's work on my guards. Because I got to have guards. It's a Kenworth. You got to have the guards. And then it'll hit this facing. Take away that material. That's all red. Turn off X-ray mode. That way, if it's a double side, I'll flip. So it's a single side. Now what we do? Control Z. All right, so what do we do? It's a single-sided mesh. I can leave it where it's at. because I'm not looking for a face or a texture on the inside. I just need it to reflect the shadow. So I can leave it where it's at. And then I can go to face orientation, go back here, turn off go back in the object mode. And now we'll go in here. Let's check to make sure these are right. See, that's why I need them there so I can get the texture, the shadow, and let's see if I can get subdivision surface modifier on this. Control A. It gives you some more geometry to smoothen them out. So that's why I like using subdivision surface modifier. Let's put the chrome on. This is think of it as a mock-up. It's just a mock-up. Let me see if I can put a subdivision surface modifier on this. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Find it for me. Find it for me. No, we can't. Now let's check the decimate. That thing's pushing it. That's 57,000 polygons. This is, let's check the decimate, 6,000. So we have to separate that. But I'm gonna have these guards on a separate option, selectable option anyway. But 57,000, that's pushing it. That's pushing it. Go to select. Select all by similar. Polygon. Nope. That's not what we're looking for. Select all by similar. No, not face mount. There we go. Got it by parameter. Select all these by similar. And I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna by selection. And that, my friends, is how you handle that problem. 12,000, that's just 12,000. All the polygons is in here. So now I'll separate that. Let's see if I can subdivision surface modifier. It's a hobby. It's a hobby for me because you know, I have real bills, real world problems. So, I would love to make it a profession, but right now I just, can't make that move and transition to put everything, my wife and children, uh, everything on my back to, on this. And, right now, just a hobby right now. I'm trying to see where this crease. I appreciate you. Like I said, I learned a lot from HFG. HFG, Jeff, he's the professional. He's the one that, like, you think my work is something, his work is next level. Like, so, like I said, I give all credits due to HFG, G Code, Roughneck. All them guys get the credit and stuff like that. I'm just part of the circle now. See, this is what I don't like. This is why I gotta smooth this out. I started with Blender about 2 years ago. Started with Blender. Started going back and forth, playing with it. And, I started getting frustrated. Then I started watching HFG's tutorial, Half-Ass Gaming. And I really just started taking my time, getting the hang of everything, doing my repetitions. And that's how I'm at today. Wait, that normal don't do nothing. I might just have to just make me another one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, 2 years. I'm big on one thing. And one thing I'm going to tell you that you'll get Blender all day long if you do this one thing. Repetition. Don't go learn something, try it once, and then think you got it. It don't work like that, because Blender has millions of different scenarios, like the scenario I'm facing. Repetition, practice makes perfect. Oh, let's see. I can. Okay, let's turn this off. I know what I can do. Vertex mode. I can delete this vertex. Control L. I can select that whole face. Delete the faces. Then I can come back here. Press F to fill. Okay, that was kind of disturbing me. And then I press here, press F to fill. Then I go back here, down, press F to fill, and $1 million shortcuts, and you are correct. You have to learn a lot of shortcuts. Face orientation. I'm trying to see why I ain't getting no face. Oh, that's why. So Let me go back in the edit mode, face select, Alt N, flip. Turn that off. That looks better. That looks better. Whole lot better. I gotta do it to the other side now. Control L. This face gotta go too. Delete faces. Yeah, I've been working on my shortcuts, just remembering it, and that's like the hard part, you know, remembering your shortcuts. Delete vertex. Let's hit Control L. I don't want to delete the whole thing. Control L, delete that. Delete vertices. Delete vertices. Delete edges. Delete edges. Delete edges. Delete edges. Hey, how many edges was in here? Oh God. Control L. Now I can take this and this, and first of all, we need a connector point. We need a connector point. Control F. No, just F. Then F again. Now press Alt N, flip normals. Shortcuts. Shortcuts. Now that looks a lot better, whole lot better to clean that up. And then we just go here, put this on Chrome. And then we'll go back here. We'll turn on the one we turn off. And then we can press Shift S, selection to cursor. I forgot about this one. Selection to cursor. That looks a lot better. No, wait a minute. Got a problem. Fill. There we go. Make sure this side is not broken. Shaken, not stirred. All right. We have a decent foundation for the pipes and covers. Yeah, so Blender has too many shortcuts to remember every day. Like that takes years of studying and mastering, like years, and people still don't remember everything. The thing is this: since I'm doing vehicles for American Truck Simulator, there's only so many shortcuts that I use. Bevel, when modeling comes with beveling. Fill, extrude, loop cuts. Those shortcuts are essential when it comes to editing and making models and stuff like that, and doing modding with Blender. Those are essential, it comes to a point in time. Now I have some dang drop visors. I just got to find them. And I don't know where I'm going to put them yet, but I want to do these. I want these. There's just so much stuff in here. Let's select all. The best shortcut that I've learned to save me a headache, Control S. Control S. Best shortcut. You don't want no headache? Control S. Let's see what we're working with these filters. Oh, I like the little imprint. These lights he got from me. Well, he got my idea from it because I told him to make it for me years ago. Just looking at those filters, I like them. Yeah, cow heads and filters. And that is a fun little thing to get into. Boolean, and import model stuff. So I don't use it as much, so I kind of forgot how to do it right now. I have to go back and research it and do it again. But just looking at these filters, I don't like them. I don't like them. We're gonna go use my filters. And I will. That's smooth. That's smooth butter. Buttery smooth. And you see it got a sharp curve right here. If I go into now, I'm gonna apply this. One sec. So I have to take a brief, quick break. I have to run outside real quick, and I'll be right back. Yeah, it's round shape, but I have to do some editing to it so I can get rid of this part right here. Okay, I'm back. Oh, but no, I had to run and take care of something outside real quick. Uh, let's see. Rotate. Oh, rotate 180. Not 180. Why I do that? Rotate C90. Oh crap! We forgot a part. And rotate B90. And now I can take this. Yell it. I'm now gonna set my transforms and looking for my origins. Okay, I don't want to do my origins yet. It's another way I'm gonna do it. Now I can go Boolean out this. I can Boolean out this, which is what I want to try. I want to try that today. So I want to take my cursor and I want to set it like right here. And then I want to Control A, add still there. And I'm gonna scale it. Come here. Stop running for me. Scale it. Scale a little bit more. Rotate on the x-axis by 90 degrees. Okay, that'll work. Then scale it on the y-axis by 90 degrees. I'll rotate it on the z-axis 90 degrees. Control, and then I want to array it. One, two, well, not 1, 2, do 1, then just a little bit like this, then up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7 too much. And then I want to make a circle. Now this circle is going to come in handy. Control A. I need a circle, and I want to scale it. And then I want to scale it out. Then I'll scale it out. And scale it again. Now that circle's for a reason. That circle's for a good reason. Now I want to take this. Oh, what am I doing? I want to take this and I want to add a Bezier curve. Curve object. I remember how to do this. Shift A, circle. Here we go. Let me delete this circle. I had the wrong circle. And now, Bezier curve. Yeah. It wasn't a Bezier curve. Yeah, right. So I'm looking for it. Do I want to array it? Positioning matters. Positioning matters. I want to do, I'm going to say 6. And let's see. Let's do this. Because I did it once before already. I'm just trying to remember how the hell I did. Yeah, it follows the Bezier. I just have to line it up directly with this. Cursor to select it. Then I take this, selection to cursor, and then I move this. Let's do away with that. Yes, it does. It has a lot. Oh, apply transforms. Apply all transforms. And then I want to put the Bezier curve. Then I'll put the array. Now where my damn curve go to? Why is it way over here? This is the part where Bender likes to give me a lot of problems. Nah, not Christian music, just some stream music. Keep things from being boring in here. Uh, you know, you can't use any kind of music you want because copyrights, you know, I don't need those problems. I used to have it playing in my background off my account on my browser. Soundstrike. I need to set the origin to this curve to oh, why is it nuts? Set origin. 3D cursor. Yeah, no, I had to set the origin. I had to set the origin. The origin is now let me apply transforms. No, it just really just went back to what I wanted to do. Apply transforms. No, that went back to what I didn't want it to do. Why does it keep stretching? Let's do this. And I need this on. Scale. There we go. I can see now. Oh, no problem, man. No problem. That's what I do. Like I said, you know, I stream much as I can to get this knowledge out. You know, it's just up to the people how they proceed to take it. Let's see. Let's hide him for a minute. I need you. Then I need to bring him back. I'm trying to get there. It's just another day in Blender. I don't get frustrated to where I don't want to do it no more. I just take my time and figure it out. Forgot the shift key slows down a lot too. Kids. It's a lot of count. I'm maxed out. So let's do this. Decimate. 34,000 polygons at the max. And then I go here at the Boolean. And let's see if I get the right results. Well, I'm getting the right results, but it's not the shape that I want, but we'll work from there. Oh man. Let's see. Let's do this. Why is it on none? It's Chrome. I'm looking for Chrome. Yeah, it's trial and error. That's what a lot of Blender is. Trial and error. Let me say this before I can't, and I reach the point of no return. And Blender like to do what it normally like to do and crash. So let's check decimate. See how many polygons we're gonna get with this. Too many polygons. $33,000. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I might do some more playing around with it. I might. How can I go around this? Trying to see how can I go around this. Really just haven't figured it out yet. I definitely want it to be a better shape. For now, we're gonna leave boolean out the subdivision surfaces thing because I need this thing to be a whole lot smoother than what it is. The smoothness of it. Definitely gotta have it smooth. Decimating is, I use decimate for one reason now. That's to get my polygon count. I try not to decimate unless I'm doing a shadow, basically a shadow of it or anything like that, because I don't want to lose the detail. So for right now, what I want to do is go grill 01, and I want to make press U to smart UV project. Actually, not that way. U unwrap. No, that's not how I want it either. Yeah. Let's see. Uh-oh. Starting to get frustrated a little bit, so let's diff spec Add environment. Need normals. Metals. Where is my AO? See that AO? I don't see AO for this one. We gotta use this one. And the normal. Yeah, never give up. That's what you don't want to do. Because it's going to be on the back of your mind, and you got to come back and do it anyway. That'll work. And I want to put this about 250. Take the Fresnel out for a minute. And I want to drop the color just a little bit. Turn the environment up. Now I'll bump up the Fresnel. That's just temporary until I figure out this hole punching thing. But yeah, these are not gonna work. I don't like them. They're too small. They're not W9ish to the par. Let's mirror these over because just having one is not gonna work. And mirror this over. So that's, we've been streaming for a good minute now. I'll need some lunch. Yeah, so we did the frame, chassis, and everything. Control this, and just for giggles, let's bring in my T-bar that I had made a while back. Yeah, my Phantom logo. I made that in Blender, at least I want to say a while back. Where's my T-bar? Where is it? Oh, it's down here. And I want to rotate this on the x-axis by 90 degrees. No. Rotate that on x-axis -90. And then I had this made years ago, and it looks like I'm gonna have to break everything down, which I don't want to, but I might have to, because this was a Z modeler piece, and I paid for it, and I didn't want to lose this piece. Let's do that. I need this. Oh, I need all of that and all of this. I want to move this. No, I don't want to move that much. I can move this up here. So let's do this. What do you do? Let's take this. Our selection. Then I take this. Move this up. Move that out the way. Take this piece. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna snap. And I'll put my cursor, I'll say right about there. Nope. Snap right about here. Then I'll get my spin tool. Well, why is it Blender just one mess with me today? Let's get my spin tool. Then go back to my selection tool. Then we're gonna extrude. That's better. We don't need this one. Decimate. Oh my, that's way too many polygons. That's 18, that's 181,000. Okay, let's figure this out. Very late, here 11 p.m. About to go sleep now. Great work, my friend. Thank you very much for the conversation. I hope I get to watch more of your videos in the future. Hey man, I'm always doing some kind of stream for this tutorial stuff. If you want, you know, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know anytime I do go live, you'll know about it. Or when I in the videos that I do go live on, just in case you miss it, will be posted to the YouTube page. So very likely, and I wish you very much well in the future for you and your endeavors in Blender. Any video I do post will be posted to the page, so you don't have to worry about missing a beat. This T-bar is gonna be all right. Oh well, Willie, you take care, man. Rotate. And I'm gonna take this root object, call it T-bar 2, and then I'm going to select the T-bar, rotate, feed 180, and then I'm gonna press move. We're gonna snap to a face. And now I'm gonna raise. Let's see through. Then we're gonna delete face only. And then we're gonna snap him back on. And then I want to take G. So your favorite time accessories. So, you know, accessories, you can get carried away. And that's why I want to get the main frame out the way. I still have to rebake this and all this other stuff, but grills. Let me just set this. And I really wish this grill was made better, but it wasn't. Let me see if I can put some subdivision surface modifiers on here. I tried it once and it didn't work. Oh, I wish I could cut some of this out. Just again, these are temporary shaders. Is not the full finished product. These headlights is cool, but I have to play with them a lot. But like I said, it's better to get a full view of what needs to be done. So if we get a loop cut in here. We want it close as we can to get that subdivision surface modifier to be right on the money. Weighted normals. Then decimate. 26,000. How much polygons that's gonna be? Okay. Cool with that. Well, we're getting way too carried away today. So we're gonna go ahead and shut it down. But we got a lot of ground covered today. Finishing off the cabs, frames, getting everything aligned, and stuff like that. So, you know, it's been a very long stream, and you know, appreciate y'all stopping by. Again, this is just the beginning. We still have to go through interiors and all that, you know, the whole 9 yards. Like I said, this is, you know, a very well long going project. So I don't want to hold y'all up, you know, for the whole day, you know, just doing a little bit what I can and what I need to do right now. So y'all find this video interesting. Y'all want to learn more about how to go into Blender, touch things up, and you know, make your own, you know, feel free to follow Phantom Modding. Subscribe, hit the notification bell for any time I go live. You'll be able to be there on the walkthrough on how I do things and a step-by-step tutorial if you need it. Till then, it's been real. We're gonna catch y'all.